Hello and welcome to this video from Award-Winning Outdoors. In this one we're going to be talking about a simple process to fillet a trout. So let me start by warning you, I'm going to be filleting a trout on this video, so if you don't want to watch that, this would be a good time to hit the stop button and find something else to watch. I have here a fairly modest size one. He's probably 8 or 9 inches long, but he'll be one good serving. And I'm going to start with, you can see he's not completely dead yet. In my humble opinion, the absolute most important step to start with is to make sure he is dead. To do that, I got a sharp fillet knife, and I will simply go right through the head. As the head is removed, there can be no potential for any sensation in anything behind it, and that was actually a really sloppy removal, but it got the job done. From this point forward, I like to start with the dorsal fin towards my edge of the table. And trout are very slimy, so the very first thing I do is I just make a little cut right here down to the bone and the tail. That gives you a place I can hook my fingernails. It makes it a whole lot easier to hang on to. Then with a sharp fillet knife, just kind of go down here right along the backbone, and you can kind of feel the bone as you go, and just slice your way forward, and you're going to hit the ribs, and just keep going. You're going to go right through the ribs. Scrape the stuff off. I got a trash can off the edge of the table here. I'm going to set this part aside. Once you have done that, you cut the ribs, but they're all still part of the meat. So I'll just take my fillet knife here and just very gently slide underneath the ribs and cut them and lift them off. This gives you a boneless fillet. Now there is a row of little false ribs up in the upper part of the flesh here, but unless you have a really large trout, those are just going to go away when you cook it. They're going to just vanish. Then I'm going to flip it over, do the same thing on this side, make a little cut here by the tail. Gives me a place to get my fingernails in so I can hang on to it. And I'm not getting there we go. Slide forward right along the spine, cut right through those ribs. Now what I find on the second side you do, I'm just going to take this part, throw it in the trash. Sometimes on the second side you get a little bit of that belly meat that you can just trim right off. I really didn't this time, so it's no big deal. And I'm going to do the same thing, just cut these ribs out. On this particular one, I'm actually working on a picnic table in a campground. I've previously posted on my blog about how I like to put them right into some cold salt water. I don't have that, so I will shortly take them into my camper and rinse them off in some cool, clean water, and they're ready to go in the skillet. If you don't like skin, I'll show you real quick. Some people don't like the skin, so you can do the same thing. Make a little cut there right near the tail so you can get your fingernail in there. Just slide your knife in, and as long as your knife is sharp, yeah, he's still a little bit slimy there. You can just slide right forward along that skin there. And I didn't do a very beautiful job, but the skin's off, it's gone. You got a skinless fillet. No guts, no bones, no nothing to mess with. And that's it. So like and follow me for more hints and tips. Check out my blog at ewardwinning94.wordpress.com. Like and follow and you get all kinds of good information.